Welcome back from the commercial break. We continue to inspire the youth. The youth, you must live economically productive. You can't dodge this because you have a future to live and above all, the legacy. However, you are saying, what are you meaning? And it was all about you and utilizing the available opportunities and environment. At a certain age, I was also a youth. Now I'm above the youth age. But I never lived in despair even when I grew as an orphan. I never accepted the challenges to bog me down. So you must aspire for the best. Coming to you, our dear guest, Mr. Yusuf Welunga. Wow, the gentleman was serious on your association, Mr. Edwin Izar, that you seem to be redundant, not tackling the real challenges that has interfaced with the youth, especially the students level, and especially which is building not on you as to blame, but from our foundation that were destroyed, that used to instill at the infant age, from primary level, someone to come up knowing that I should be having something to do in form of handwork and all that kind of primary innovations before you go for secondary innovation. Why have you allowed that to die?
Well, thank you very much. I would first give the information to my brother that UNSA's jurisdiction entirely stretches from secondary to universities. We have no any jurisdiction at the primary level.
You can't even drop there. And
no, that's the constitution. Just to them, that's the constitution. Okay, and in law there's what we call a traverse. The moment we go beyond our jurisdiction, we shall be judged as people who have acted at traverse, and we cannot abuse the constitution.
Okay, let's go now where you are.
At secondary level is where we pick up from and push on. Well, he raised very pertinent issues, and I take them in good faith. But you should also appreciate that we've been having issues concerning the subscription. Because there is no way we can do some productive work without the financial support. And the battle we've been fighting was with the heads of schools. Students truly have been subscribing. They subscribe to schools, and it's upon the schools to remit that subscription to the association. Now the school heads deliberately have not been remitting this. So this leaves an association in a situation where it cannot stretch its work, in a situation where it lives on handout, in a situation where the association lives on begging. That's why most of people didn't want to associate with UNSA, because it was known of begging. But it had money outside there. So we have fought that battle, and I would like to inform you that this year we have partnered with the UNEB, with the Ministry of Education, and this problem has been cured at secondary level. And as a result, that's why you've seen us holding these debates aimed at tickling the minds of the student to be in a position to critically think of a given challenge within a few minutes, within a few seconds, and they come up with a very productive solution to a given problem. So we've begun by the mindset, tickling the mindset.
I have a question for you. Is it possible, as I do advocate, as you also do the same, to bridge the gap between your association and the National Youth Council, especially to address our challenge on the table, ensuring that a student, before he or she leaves, whether O level or A level, this can be taken on at the policy level, there must be a skill that student is known to be to satisfactorily to have attended to it and is qualified in it practically, not by debate or theory. Do you think that is possible?
It is very
because we would like to be practical and we solve some challenges.
It is very possible. Even tomorrow, from tomorrow to Wednesday, we have a program at Mestil Hotel, NYC, UNSA, and other youth-related agencies. We are to be there for 2 days to discuss these very issues. But I told you at the beginning that UNSA does not work alone. UNSA works in conjunction with other youth-related organizations. Bringing in the youth leaders, youth MPs, work together. So we sit on a table and we discuss a given idea. From our wing, we may push it to a given point, and another organization picks up from there. Then NYC picks up from there. Then NYC will push the youth MPs, who will go ahead and engage other MPs in the parliament to do the legislation and so on and so forth, and finally it turns out to be a law, and then it goes to now the government to implement. So you should know that this requires a collective effort from an individual to the group, now to the government. That means that even the parents themselves have also to fully participate in ensuring that they nurture their children. You have today's kind of parents who don't want their children to live the days they used to live.
Okay, another question as I quote Honorable. Job creation, good programs of the government have had interference with the current dynamics of politics. Where do you belong? What do you support? Which, to me, as a development and a policy practitioner, shouldn't have been the same. Because poverty doesn't have any color.
True.
And yet, you as the leaders, you are the people to harmonize this and ensure it doesn't exist. How have you tried to manage such?
Allow me to inform you that after fearing death, the next person you should fear in your life is a politician. See, a politician will even feel good if someone dies in a village, because for him will have a platform to campaign.
A politician?
Yes, a politician will feel good. Someone falls sick in his constituency
because help us to know because
his ambulance will be used to move around. So politicians, I've had issues with them. And I will call upon politicians, issues of national importance. Let's put away our political belongings. Issues of development, issues of poverty eradication. Let our political parties be put aside. And we first front the issue of national importance, the issue of development. Because I don't eat yellow, I don't eat red, I don't eat green. I eat food. What I need in my pocket is money. So if a politician comes in to sabotage a given program of a government aimed at transforming the lives of the people, then that's a very bad enemy of the country. Rather, it is okay to come with alternatives. You say, for us we think, though this is ABC.
1 minute as you conclude.
But we believe this is the alternative we would give. And the government should take that alternative in good faith. Analyze, assess, and if you see it is practical, put into practice and implement it. But I don't wish to see a politician sabotaging such programs, saying those programs are for the NRMs. We the NRMs, we don't want to associate with the opposition. We don't need such kind of thinking. We should front the issue of the country, the issue of the people, the issue of the development. These others are secondary. The moment we don't think that way, we only front and prioritize politics.
Okay.
We are not doing anything. We are not transforming this country. We shall remain as we are, and we shall continue wallowing in the politics.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf Werunga. You have done mindset change lecture, and I believe it is enough. I can't add any iota. I can't just go to Honorable. It is a bit not going to the political discussion, but yet being aware that at the end of the day, the distribution of resources is determined by those who manage the resources, and to ensure that they can appropriately be allocated for the best. What do you think should be done even when all these projects that are being managed by the politicians, and to ensure that the right allocation of the resources is made without misuse, especially because that's another challenge. And also another area which is for you interested in, how the youth should never despise any job. You can start small and end big. You start from the small, just one bottle here, but out of this bottle, you don't throw it away, you put in soil, and you can plant how many beans, and tomorrow you cannot cry of hunger. I would like to welcome you once again.
Thank you so much.
4 minutes.
Once again.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to go on record. My brother, Mr. Yusuf, is actually also a politician.
Okay.
We ran for the same race.
Okay.
But we are brothers.
Okay.
He was a candidate for youth MP.
Okay.
But also, my brother's question to him, Wunsa is overstretched. He serves only 1 year, 12 months. He was voted in last year, there's another election coming next month.
Yes.
Will you still be youth?
So,
Or is already
no, WUNSA is not about youth
yes.
leadership. As long as you're a student leader,
Right.
there's a difference. So you can't expect a lot from someone who's serving for 1 year. But there's that interconnection between WUNSA, NYC, youth MPs, and so many other development partners. Part of our agenda is actually to amend the NYC Act. As we speak, there's no specific provision to have the PWD on the NYC. So we, as legislators, we are pushing for that. Secondly, vote. The budget for NYC currently is infused on other programs like women, like entrepreneurship. They are not stand-alone. So we are saying National Youth Council should be, they should have an independent vote. So that if there's information, if there's a project for the youth, the leadership of the National Youth Council, which starts from every village in this country to the national level, they have money to then take this information. Because if you have a leadership of the youth in every village, even the other information that formed core of our debate in the preamble would be then solved, because they have a budget that can necessitate them to have sitting at the district level, at sub-county level, parish and village.
Because of time, Honorable, I want us to go into the last segment of it in 2 minutes to inspire the youth outside there.
Okay.
On a testimony of youth, not to despise jobs, not only to always depend on delivering envelopes here and therefore looking for white-collar jobs.
Envelopes is not going to help us. I am a product of that hustle. I am a garbage collector, and I proudly call myself, people call me the garbage collector.
Yes.
And it is through that garbage collection from the bicycle here in Kabalagala. Then I was a senior 4 graduate. There was no fees.
By that time?
Yes. Came here, worked as a porter, bought a bicycle, and started collecting garbage during daytime. Like his idea that students should study in the evening. I would work as a porter at KIU in the night. Daytime, I am collecting garbage using a bike from 7 to 1. Then I rest, wake up at 6, I am fresh. And it is through that work that I managed to go back to school, sat senior 6, went through law school, did taxation course, and today I must thank God that it is through that I'm a legislator.
And during COVID, what did you do?
And during COVID, I mobilized. This is the leadership that we want to bring.
Yes.
That if there is a cause within a country, whether you're a leader or not, as long as you're a citizen, take it upon yourself. I mobilized some colleagues with whom I went to school, some I grew up with. We went to the border points. It is on record. We sprayed all the trucks coming into this country. I must testify that God blessed us there so much, and it contributed to our success.
Great.
Right now, as we speak, there is a group. It's called VCAD, Vijana Climate Change Advocates. And they have done innovation. They are now able to translate this to recycle this.
This one.
Yes, to produce pavers.
Produce papers.
Yes, and I'm privileged that they nominated me to be their team leader.
Wow, you deserve.
Because as a garbage collector, we collect this almost every day. Our concern now is we are calling upon other young people, whether you're a graduate or not, whether you went to school or not. If you can collect this, we are buying this at a fee. We are buying this a kilo at 600 shilling, and we'll come for it whatever it is. We have collection points in Kampala, Mbale, Arua, across the country. And so very soon, you people of Smart 24 and other media houses, this will be the breaking news. We are doing this to address the issue of climate change.
Yes.
After taking this water, we leave the bottle there. When it rains, it destroys our environment. Our brothers and sisters who live down in Namuongo, in Kesenye, in Katanga, they face the wrath of this. This bottle needs 120 years for it to disappear. For how long shall we live? And this, we want to also hold manufacturing companies accountable. If they are producing this, government should charge them surcharge taxes on this, because they are destroying our environment. For us, we've come as VCAD we are recycling this. We're empowering the young people. We've done our research. We've bought some machinery, and we are skilling the young people, whether they're educated or not. Come and join us. Be part of the
Your last
revolution.
word, as you just said.
My last word is that fellow citizens, let's come up as a team, regardless of where you come from, regardless of your education background, regardless of where God has put you now. You have a duty to play. If you're a leader, whether you're a pastor or whether you're an imam, preach about what the young people must do. Not only tap anointing, tap healing, forgiveness. Teach our people how to make the money. Teach our people to protect the environment.
Thank you. God bless you. And I would like to get your last word and inspiration as we close the program.
Thank you once again, Doctor, and fellow viewers for being with us. Finally, me as I would want to tell the youth, outside there in the fact, the good news is when you look at the Uganda's primary and secondary education policies, they have been put forward now, and they are a little bit good if they are put to place. When you look at the World Bank report, and of course we had one of the lead economists of the World Bank, and his recommendations and the World Bank are very clear. If our government is willing to look at how best we can go for
to conclude it.
And we should look at foster inclusion into better jobs as a country. Then we would look at accelerate the transformation of agriculture sector because it is a backbone of the country. Then we would also look at create more waged jobs for the youth and people are willing to come and work. Then lastly, I would encourage even to go on and foster growth and reduce instability in any other way or another. Otherwise, I would end up saying, youth, wake up and go to work. Don't wait for handouts. Thank you.
Wake up and go to work, then create jobs, and don't wait only for the handouts. It has been good to be with you and our dear guests at Smart 24 TV. We appreciate you and myself, the host, and also the production department. God bless you. Until see you next time, good night.